In this video, we will look at one more algorithm to help us decide the right split in decision trees. This algorithm is information gain. Consider these three nodes. Can you guess which of these nodes will require more information to describe them? As you can see here, node 3 is a pure node since it only contains one class, whereas node 2 is less pure and node 1 is the most impure node out of all these three since it has a mixture of classes. And the percentage distribution in node 1 especially is 50%. So as the impurity of the node increases, we require more information to describe them. And that's why node 1 will require the most information as compared to node 2 and node 3. So we can say that more impure nodes require more information to describe them. Let's consider an example. Look at this split and look at the right hand side especially. It is leading to less homogeneous nodes compared to the split on the left, which is producing completely homogeneous nodes. What can you infer from that? The split on the right is giving less information gain. So we can say that higher information gain leads to more homogeneous or pure nodes. The information gain can be calculated as 1 minus entropy. But wait, what is entropy here? How can we calculate that? Let's look at how we can do that. We can calculate the entropy as minus P1 multiplied by log P1 base 2 minus P2 multiplied by log P2 up to Pn multiplied by log Pn. Of course, considering there are n classes. Here P1, P2, P3 are the percentage of each class in the node. Consider this node as an example. Here the percentage of students who play cricket is 0.5 and the percentage of students who do not play cricket is of course also 0.5. Now if I use the formula to calculate the entropy, the percentage of play class is 0.5 multiplied by the log of 0.5 base 2 minus the percentage of do not play, which is 0.5 multiplied by log of 0.5. Since the log of 0.5 base 2 is minus 1, the entropy for this node will be 1. Let's consider one more node. You can see it's a pure node as it only contains a single class. The percentage of students who play cricket in this case is 0 and who do not play is 1. So after applying the formula on these numbers, you can imagine that the entropy will come out to be 0. When we compare the entropy values here, we can say that lower entropy means more pure nodes and higher entropy means, well, less pure nodes. Let's now look at the properties of entropy. Similar to Gini impurity and chi-square, it also works only with categorical target variable. Lesser the entropy, higher the information gain, which will lead to more homogeneous or pure nodes as we have seen earlier as well. These two are essentially and basically the properties of entropy. Now let's spend some time looking at the steps to calculate entropy for a split. I mean, that's why we are here. We will first calculate the entropy of the parent node and then calculate the entropy of each child node. Finally, we will calculate the weighted average entropy of the split using the same steps that we saw while calculating the Gini. The weight of a node will be the number of samples in that node divided by the total samples in the parent node. If the weighted entropy of the child node is greater than the parent node, we will not consider that split as it's returning more impure nodes compared to the parent node. Let's use these two splits and calculate the entropy for both of the splits. So what we saw in the previous slide will become much more clearer by the time we see the end of this example. Let's start with a split on performance in class. This is a split which we got based on the performance, right? You're very familiar with this by now. The first step is to calculate the entropy for the parent node. Now, the probability of playing and not playing cricket is 0.5 each as 50% of students are playing cricket. So the entropy for the parent node will be as shown here and it comes out to be 1. Remember this formula we saw for entropy earlier, we've just simply plugged in the value. Similarly, for the subnode above average, the probability of playing is 0.57 and probability of not playing is 0.43. When we plug in those values, the entropy comes out to be 0.98. For the subnode below average, we do the same thing. The probability of playing is 0.33, of not playing is 0.67, and when we plug those values into the entropy formula, we get 0.91. Finally, the weighted entropy for the split on performance in class will be the sum of weight of that node multiplied by the entropy of that node. For performance in class, entropy will be around 0.959. Pause the video for a second and you can just verify the values as well. Here we can see that this weighted entropy is lower than the entropy of the parent node. Right? The parent node is 1, the weighted entropy is 0.95. So we can say that it is returning more pure nodes compared to the parent node. Similarly, we can calculate the entropy for the split on class using the same steps that we just saw. Here we've calculated all the values, and again I advise you to calculate them on your own. Take a pen and paper, plug in these values into the entropy formula we saw and compare them with these results. The weighted entropy for the split on the class variable comes out to be 0.722. Now we will compare the entropies of two splits, which are 0.959 for split on performance in class and 0.722 for the split on the class variable. Information gain is calculated as 1 minus entropy. Remember the formula we saw earlier? And these are the values we get when we use that formula. For the performance in class variable, information gain is 0.041 and for the class variable it's 0.278. Lesser the entropy or higher information gain lead to more homogeneity or the purity of the node. And hence, split on the class variable will produce more pure nodes. This is how we can make use of entropy or information gain to decide the best split.